to the iGeek Books blog. Today I'm going to share with you my January wrap up, all the books that I read on the month of January, and I have to say I'm pretty pleased with what the result was because I didn't think I was going to read this many books. Thankfully I found one that took me away from my very mild sort of down not reading slump, and now I am all forward. So without further ado, if you want to see my TBR, just keep watching. First book I read in this month, it was amazing. I loved it. I did a review on the blog, so I will go ahead and leave a link down below for you. And I also did a review on the book itself that I will leave down below as well. It is nonetheless then The Exile by Diana Gabaldon, and it is illustrated by Hun Wen. I'm pretty sure that I am completely butchering his name, but he did a wonderful job. What this is a graphic novel based on Outlander. However, it is from a different perspective because we see Outlander from the perspective of Claire, and all throughout the other books, her perspective, and even though it changes, is the strongest one in the books. So far as I am, which is Voyager only. Now, this one is a graphic novel. So, in here you'll see how amazing it is. Did you see this? The faces. They're unbelievable, and I am very, very happy that I picked it up. It is my first. It's my first graphic novel that I've ever read, and I'm not disappointed at all. I mean, other than the ones that you read, you know, as kids and stuff like that, but this is my first adult one, and I am so pleased that I actually got it and that I get to have it in my library and that I get to browse it whenever I feel like it. It's really very amazing, and what I really like about it is the fact that they have renderings of Jamie and Claire. See in here, this is how the artist and Diana pretty much get together, and that's how she sees it in her mind. This is what he came up with, and this is what she told him to do, and then she thinks that's the best one, Jamie, when he was younger. So if I'm honest, it's very close to Sam Heughan, which is the actual person that's playing Jamie. A bit more of a nose, like she always says, but still very close to him. And here's Claire. Again, very close to Katrina. So I think they did very well. And I loved it. I really, really loved it. So I very, very, very much recommend it to anybody else. And as an added bonus, I read it in one day, so this is already number 2 in the list of my challenge for 2016, which is the 12 books. So 2 birds with 1 stone. Next one I have is Ferris by Maurice Mayer. This follows Levana, before Cinder, before Cress, and of course Scarlet as well. This is the story of Levana and Janurary and how Luna came to be what it is as we know it in Cinder. It's it's interesting. I'm not going to say it's not, because it is. It's interesting, but it's not. I was hoping that it would be one of those books where you see it and you think, well, now I understand why she's so screwed up. Now I understand why she does what she does. To one extent you do, you might, but you can't, or at least I couldn't completely be complacent of her. I couldn't completely say, wow, I feel for you. I understand what this must have felt for you. I don't, because she's spoiled, she's a brat, and she is completely oblivious to everybody else but herself, but her feelings, and what poor girl she is. So I'm not completely loving that book. I'm pretty sure I give it 3 out of 5 stars. It is a good book. It's not an excellent book in my opinion, but it is a great book, and it does complement the series as well. I think that you can read it in any order, honestly, because it precedes the Lunar Chronicles. You can definitely read it before you start Cinder if you want to have some spoilers. If you want to leave it to the actual publication dates of the books, then you can read it Cinder, Scarlet, Crest, Levana, Ferris, and Winter, which I'm still reading. And last of the actual physical books, and not least, we have The Martian by Andy Weir. You guys, this book is amazing. I am honestly in love with it. I am purchasing a copy for myself. This is a library book, so I'm purchasing one for myself. I'm going to have it in my library. I'm going to tell everybody that I know to read this book because it is amazing. I love the way it portrays it. I love the way it's written, and I love that you are in a constant state of alert when you read this book. There's no downtime. There's no wave of action per se. There's not one moment in itself except for the end that completely gives you that action that you're looking for. It is very, very steady the whole book. I was personally in a state of excitement the whole thing, because while you're looking at it, while you're seeing what he's doing, while he's explaining to you in a non-boring way everything that has to do with science and what he has to do to get from point A to point B, you are still trying to see that Mars is going to fight this man. All throughout this book, all throughout the year and a half that he's over there trying to get out. It is an excellent book. It's excellently written. I can't sit here and tell you, yeah, everything is great, everything is good, and all the formulas are completely accurate. Because honestly, I did not pay very much attention in chemistry, so I wouldn't know. But the way it's explained in the book makes you believe that it's correct. It makes sense. This is what I'm trying to tell you. It makes sense. So pick it up if you haven't already. I'll be putting a review very, very soon of this book particularly. I hope you guys enjoyed that one because it is amazing. And the last 3 books that I've read in the month of January are a series. It's a Faded Heart series by Ceci Giltinim. And this is the first book. This is Highland Revenge. Then I read, second is Highland Echoes and Highland Angels. I liked it very much, the whole series. It is I do believe it has more than the 3 books that I've read, but they're interesting. They're not very repetitive. They're not completely following the girl meets boy, boy meets girl, they fall in love, they fight all throughout the last of the book, and then ta-da, they get married. It's a different equation all throughout all 3 books. So I'm very happy about that. I think I give it a 3 out of 5 stars because my expectations after the Outlander series might have gone a little bit too high, but who can blame me, right? So this is a series that I definitely recommend if you like romance, if you like Highlanders, if you like Scotland, stuff like that. Definitely have a place in all 3 books. Clan disputes, different classes, all that is good. And I enjoy it. So I guess that's it, you guys. That is all I have for you today. I will be coming back with more reviews very soon of the books that I have already read. If you haven't already, go ahead and check out my other reviews. I will put them in the description below. Don't forget to leave me in the comments, like the video, subscribe if you want to go ahead and see more reviews, TBRs, hauls, and all that good stuff, as well as my very insightful opinions if I do say so myself. I'll see you guys next time. You have a good one. Bye-bye.